Hello everyone, welcome to the video. Today we're going to be talking about my art RPG called The Land of Crithit. What is Crithit? Crithit is a fantasy character creator art RPG created by me, Midnight Mischief. What is an RPG, if you don't know? An art RPG is a game where you make your own character or characters. You do drawing, you do art prompts or writing prompts. You can also draw for other people if they allow. You earn rewards for it and you can participate in events. Some of the things we'll go over is how to get a character, how to create your character, and what can you do in this game. So first we're going to head to the main screen. So this game is free to play. If you can create an account, it's free. You can log in. You're going to have to connect either a Tumblr, a Discord, or Toy House account. So that's how you gain access to the full site. This is the screen you will see when you log in. You'll get your recent news. There's a carousel with recent events and stuff like that. Here's links to like your profile, your user settings, trades, your characters and stuff, inventory, currency stuff, and awards. At the bottom you'll see recent gallery subscriptions and affiliates, but we'll get to those later. So let's talk about the species you can make. So I'm going to head over to the world and go down to encyclopedia. We're going to click on species. So the two species that can be made in this game are dicers and masklets. Dicers are spirits that inhabit a dice or a die. The die acts as their core and the spirit is able to change form into a dicer. They can be humanoid or anthro. They can also be feral if you're more comfortable with that. A fun fact about them is if a dicer is harmed or low on energy, it might decide to quote-unquote recharge and go back into the dice core, and it can reform when it feels ready. Think of these like crystal gems from Steven Universe, but dice. Masklets are fun because they have a see-through membrane on their paw pads, on their stomach, around their eyes like a mask, their nose, and their inner ears if they are anthro. If they are humanoid, they will have it on the palms of their hands, around their eyes, the soles of their feet, and the abdomen, under the ribs but above the stomach. The substance that can be seen within these membrane can either be like slime looking, magic, or space like. It can be opaque where you don't see bones, or it can be translucent and you can show whatever within that you wish. They come from a island that is off the coast of the main land, and usually if they start seeking adventure they'll travel to the mainland and then start adventuring. So those are the two species. For now we'll talk about the rarities, because there are different rarities of characters you can make. So there are 6 different rarities. So starting at the bottom there are common, uncommon, rare, supernatural, mythic, and otherworldly. Rarities will decide what kind of traits that you are going to use to build your character. So how do you know what rarity you are going to get with your MYO or your make your own character? So we can go to world, go to shops, and this is where you'll get your first character item. So we'll head over to gifts. Now, I already claimed mine, of course, because I've been working on this for a while. And you will click on this item, and normally it'll say have a purchase or a buy button. You can click that. You can then go to your inventory, so you can go to home, inventory, and it will be, in your inventory. It will look something just like, let's just click on, let's say, this arcane orb, this item. So let's say that this is our welcome gift. There will be a button or a little tab thing that you can click on that says open box. First, you're going to want to click on the square that has the little log thing, and then you'll hit open box. Once that opens, you'll get a few items, and you will get your first MYOs for a dicer and a masklet. It has a chance to be from common to rare. So you might not get a common, you might get an uncommon or a rare, but it's not guaranteed that you'll get an uncommon or a rare. You'll get one of these for both species. Now, a special thing about these characters and these creatures is they have different magic types. So we'll go down to trait categories, and we'll talk about the magic types before we go into the traits. So we'll click on magic. So each of the magic types, think of it like Pokemon types. Each character will start off with one magic type, but there is a way that you can learn a second magic type. So the common type magics are fire, nature, water, earth, and air. So these you can use with your common characters. With your uncommon, you have metal, electric, psi, ice, and poison. You can use these with uncommon. You can also use the common up to uncommon for those. For rare, you have arcane and spirit. For supernatural, you have blood and undead. For mythical, you have time and space. And otherworldly, you have pure, distortion, and sound. Now, lunar is also a common, but it is the only characters that can learn lunar magic as their first type are masklets. Otherwise, lunar magic can be a second magic type with a specific item. So each character needs to have a magic type at the beginning. When you make your character, you can either center it around your magic type, or you can have your magic type be totally different from their appearance and kind of subvert expectations. That's all up to you. Next, we'll go to the other traits. So the traits is what you will build your character with. We'll go to the all traits index. Now, not all of these have images for them yet. We are still working. The team is still working on adding in example images. But if you have any questions, I am Midnight Mischief in the Discord, which there is a link to the Discord either in the description or on site. It's with the banner thing that says join the Discord. You can also find me as Midnight Mischief on Toy House, or you can find the Land of Crithit on Tumblr. So this is the all traits index. This makes it easier to see everything, and everything is color coded to how, the rarities are. So you can see all of the commons are together, all of the uncommons, the rares, the supernatural, the mythics, and the otherworldly. So these will be grouped up into different, groups. We have the magic types. We have ears, so you can choose your type of ear. Like I said, there are also humanoid options if you're more comfortable with that. Then you have wings. Your character can have wings, horns, and antenna. We got tails. And then we have the miscellaneous or other, which might get split off into more groups. But until then, it's just in here. So you have, if you have a dicer, you would put the die trait on there. Your different eye types, your different other little things. Charms are little things that'll float around your character. Modifications is if you have multiple ears, multi-horns, multi-wings, one wing, and then you have the substance for the masklets. So these are what you will use to build your character with. Now let's talk about how to submit a character. So I'm going to go to inventory again, where you will find your new MYOs. Now, I don't have a MYO item here right now, but it would be the same thing. You click on the item, you click the square, and then you'll hit use slot. Once that happens, this slot will be opened, and you can go to home, my MYO slot. Now, you'll see that I have two. Yes, I have a mythical and a common. I believe this common is a dicer. So we'll go through how to submit with this common. So here is the page. You will see it'll show some of the info, notes, credits, etc., etc. But then we'll go to Submit MYO Design. Click on that. Now, I already started making this one, but I wanted to wait until I finished, I recorded this video to submit it. So we'll start with here. It will show the status. So if all of these are green, the status will be green, and you can hit Submit Request. You can click on the other tabs, go through what they say, what they need to say. Comments are optional. If this is a character, you can have a label, so you can turn the label on, and you can either choose, is it a IP inspired or a character import? So this character is a character import. This is my persona Midnight. So then I just put that it's a character import of Midnight. We'll hit save. Then you can go to the master list image. So this is what the image will be shown on for the list that shows all the characters. So we're going to choose a file. So we'll submit that to there, and then you put the designer is you, or URL if someone else. You can either put a user or a link. The artist, same thing. Hit save, and then this will update. It'll take a moment. And then we have what the main image will look like and the thumbnail image. Now, this is a common character, but you can also choose items that will give you more traits. For example, we'll be using the Ghost Charm Sigil. This item will let us use the Ghost Charm trait, which is not common. I believe that's a supernatural rarity. So you can click the items that you need to submit or use, click the little box to the bottom, hit save, and then the traits. We'll go to the next tab. This is where you'll put all your traits. So this is a dicer. You can select a subspecies, select a transformation. This is an anthro. It is a common. And then you have your traits. So I have cat ears, I have cat tail, I have a dice, I have the ghost charm, which is the item that we use, whiskers, and it is a water magic type. And then you'll hit save. Once you do that, all the status things will be green. Then you can hit submit request. It'll ask you to confirm the submission. If you submit this, you will not be able to edit it. Submit, and it'll be sent to the admin or the staff, which is me, or the staff. On my side, I will either cancel, approve, or reject it. So that's how you make your character. Then we'll work on submitting to the gallery. The next part of the game for the gameplay loop is doing art prompts, art or writing prompts. So the gallery is where you will put your images or writing before you submit to a prompt. So you can see here we have like some resources you can download for masculine bases. These are some drawings that I and some other people have made to earn shards, which is the currency. So we'll head to World Prompts, and this is where you'll see all of the prompts. So right now, the prompts are going to have, there's going to be more prompts, but for now we have your basic 4 shards. You draw or write about your character or someone else's character with permission for shards. There's no extra details for this. You will get 5 shards. Questing posters. So this is part of the main quest. So there is going to be a storyline, quote unquote, that you can follow with each of your characters. So the questing posters are questings for hire. Draw or describe an ad for your character to be hired for quests. You see the details. Your character should be colored. I need to add or grayscale. You can put some of what your character is good at. Are they athletic? Are they strong? Why would someone want to hire them? If you're writing, describe your character and in their words, what are their skills? Should be at least 200 or more words. For this, you'll get 10 shards. Sometimes you'll have little prompts called urgent quests, so these are all in different quests. So you have side quests, main quests, urgent quests. So crystal collection is an example of an urgent quest. One of these where you're supposed to only do it once per month. I think I need to set up that bit. But for example, this one is a geologist is looking for a particular find. Draw or write about your character's adventure into the cave of sharp colors. Draw or write about your character exploring the crystalline cavern to find the gem. The minimum is 200 words for written. For this, you'll get a crystal coupon, which is 20% off in MYO in the MYO shop, and you'll get 10 shards. You'll have magic quests, which is ways that you can have different transformations for your character. So mastering magic is drawing or writing about your character mastering elemental magic. You can draw with one of your characters, other people's characters with their permission, or NPCs. Draw how they use their magic. Is it in battle? Is it helping out on an adventure? This must be a full body in colored or grayscale, and 250 words minimum. You will get 5 shards and a scroll of elements. The scroll is something you can use to create a new transformation view to see a different version of your character. Gear up is part of the main quest. So this is just drawing your character in gear. Gear update is a side quest. You can always update your character's quote unquote gear. You'll get a gear scroll which will update that. Mastering Elements 2 is you have to do the first one, Mastering Magic first, and then this is how you add your second magic type, and then you can create a fusion of your first magic type and a second magic type as a new form. There's a memes prompt, there's a gift prompt where you'll get bonus items. You'll also get a chip. A chip is something that is like, you can get chips from the Ko-fi. They're like the quote-unquote premium currency if you want to help support. MYOs cost less when you use chips. There's also a randomized thing, so you can attach whatever you need to get an MYO with randomized traits. So let's say we're going to submit 4 shards. We'll hit submit prompt, and then we will either submit a URL. Look at this little bubble thing here, if it's uploaded somewhere else, but you can also submit it from the gallery, so you can choose from your gallery thing. Comments are optional. And then you'll have your rewards. You'll see, oh, you're getting 5 shards. You hit add character, you choose what character is going to be, your main character. Is this the main character? Hit yes. Any add-ons, like items that need to be added, you can hit submit, and then same thing with the characters. I or another staff member will approve of it, and then you'll get your rewards and items. Other than that, that is pretty much the main gameplay loop of how to play Land of Crithit. I hope you enjoyed. I hope to see you on the site. This is a game that means a lot to me, and I hope that you also enjoy your time on the site. I hope you have a great day. Bye.